Jeff here, always been. Another week, another video. My fascination started with the ocean when I was a tiny kid. I would say probably around like 2010, 2012. My buddy Joseph that I started fishing with like pretty seriously out here, he got me really intrigued with these ocean temperatures. He talked about fishing these 15, 20 degree temperature breaks, and I was always like, he's full of shit. He ain't fishing any 15 degree temperature breaks, whatever. Like stuff you see, like that's the Gulf Stream. Like it doesn't happen up here, but more experience I heard not only from my people that I knew, but I found out for myself that that's very possible to have those type of breaks in the spring. I've had a lot of questions about when to start looking for bluefin, a lot of SST questions. How do I find fish on temperature breaks? I really love this stuff. It really gets me excited and gets me going. And I've kept a pretty copious records of fish I've caught and when and where and what and how. And that's what I really want to go over in this video, more so, staying focused on the SSTs and the satellite imagery, which has led me to these fish. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It goes over, I think, 5 or 6 different pieces of water that I've fished in the past. And it's funny enough, but a lot of these good pieces of water were in 2016, which is pretty intriguing to me. I've tried to find the anomaly, like what it is that 2016 held. The only thing I can think of, see that it was a cold winter. This winter's actually on track to be colder. So hopefully it's a repeat. You guys can subscribe, comment on this video, share it with anybody you think it may help. I'm gonna give a little tiny introduction on this one, but nothing big, and going right into it. Let's go. So these first couple eddies we're going into are all spring bluefin. And if you guys please stick around to the end, I'm gonna go over the anomalies or the things that each piece of water in the spring had in common. I think that's gonna be tremendously helpful to everybody. So without further ado, I'm going into it. So as you can see, this is April 1st, 2016, and there was a nice eddy that came in, immediately sparked my interest. I knew it was early in the year, so I just wanted to keep an eye on it. I had never caught a tuna in April out of Ocean City before. This is just another shot here, first couple days of April. And then at the time, I followed tidal fish, and I saw this post Canyon runner made. They were traveling from North Carolina to New Jersey, and they said this water was loaded with bluefin. So I was watching the water hard now. This is the 18th, 19th, and 20th here, and it just shows you the progression of the water and what I was watching. And this is that filament I was really keying in on, right close to the 100 line. Here's the weather. 21st looked like a go, and it absolutely was. It ended up being a go. We got out there, and it was beautiful conditions, flat calm. Had no trouble finding the water. Sometimes it's a little bit trouble finding the water. In this case, it was not, and we got on them. So this water I'm circling right there had moved offshore where we had caught. This was the day after Josh and I went. You can see how the water had moved offshore by this chlorophyll shot here. We ended up not being able to find that water. It took us using Josh's Garmin GPS. Blended shots to find it. It was way offshore, as you can see there, but we found them, and they were right on that edge. Josh and I ended up getting front page of the Coastal Fisherman. Sorry about the formatting here. I just wanted you guys to be able to read the facts that took place that day and how it correlates to everything I told you. So this was May 6, 2019. Another piece of water came in from the northeast. And these are all, where it's blue right there, it's all cloud cover, blocking this shot. But it's actually a beautiful shot otherwise. It's just where the rip is, you can't see. It's creating fog, condensation, that cold water hitting that warm Gulf Stream water.
So the bite initially started on the 100 line, but the fish followed this edge in, as I'm highlighting here. So all of May was lights out fishing. This is just one of the clips. It was a lot of cover-ups. A lot of times we were getting 5, 6, 7 on at a time. Yeah, very good fishing all of May. Water temperature was anywhere from 54 to 62. We got a little bit warmer towards the end of May, and we started getting some yellowfins mixed in. But it was cooler water, but blue. I think we had like 14 or 15 of them this day, and a nice fat over on a way back red-headed slut. So this was May of 2016, and as you can see by this next shot, I'm going to show you guys I really messed up by not hitting this water inside of the Wilmington. Fishing the edges of eddies are generally the most productive. They have the hardest breaks. For some reason, we wanted to go to the warmest water then, but you don't always have to do that. We fished right here all day, no bites, and ended up catching up in the Wilmington right there. We were offshore all day, way far offshore. Came in and got these bluefins.
Look at him. Yeah.
Take a seat, man.
These next clips is my favorite eddy I've ever fished out of here. I just remember being lights out for a month of June. I'm going to highlight all of June. 16 was a great fishery. It was. If you know me personally, you've probably heard me talk about this break before. It was nearly 20 degrees. It went from, I think, 54 to 72, and it was loaded. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. But the whole month of June was absolutely stellar. I mean, from the Memorial Day weekend till July 4th, it was lights out tuna fishing. Mostly down to the south, Washington and Norfolk. Show you how it progressed in June. It just stuck around. And when I talk about New York getting the fishing year after year, like they get those eddies up in the Hudson that just sit there and spin. This is what this eddy did for a long time. It was a big, big piece of water. And I haven't seen anything like it since. Hopefully this year, you never know. But either way, hope you guys enjoy this footage. So this is the first picture I got when she reared her ugly head. God, was she beautiful. And then this is from another app I was using at the time. Just confirming that it was what I was seeing. This piece of water, everybody that went first couple weeks was getting smoked. I mean, just lights out.
There he is, there he is. Get it, brother. They're all gonna go, brother. There they go. Come on, bitches.
It was just one cover up after the next. I mean, absolute insanity. I remember the last cover up of the day for our limit. We got hit.
Where are we at, Captain?
Trolled across the cold side. Everybody was sleeping, and I was running the boat, and we got smacked in like 54-degree water by yellowfins. It was so cool.
We're hooked up because Addison's a pussy.
Bring him up.
Nice. I gotta get a little video. Bent over again. Memorial Day weekend. Well, every rod went off on the boat. Got 2 in the box already, fighting the third one. Lost.
Hey, let me put this one over there. I gotta
Get all the ice out of there too, Captain. that all of them?
There's at least one or two more in there. One more.
Hey, get the rest of the whole bags out and any ballyhoo that might be floating with it.
This is the shot the following weekend, and these are the pictures. Then this trip was insane. 3 big eyes and 12 or 13 yellowfins.
Hold on, I'll go on the bow real quick.
I see him right in front of us. Right in front of us. Get ready. Yes, there he is. There he is. Long line. Long line. Real. He's on. He's on.
Off in the fucking Norfolk. What's that? Going off down there in the Norfolk. It's like 12 miles. Whales are stacked up. That was Stevie Moore.
This is a sweet little edge just north of the Norfolk right here, where we caught.
It's not that fucking far, though. It's not that far. It's right in the top of the water. Yeah, it's right out there.
That's just big enough.
Let's get a belt off.
Get that gas out of it.
Alright, you can take the gap out of them now.
150, 44.
What ours was? So me and my buddy Josh, we weren't very experienced. I mean, we had experience, but we weren't the greatest. And we came in with a limit this day, and everybody was looking at us like we had 2 heads. Like, where the hell did these guys go? But it goes back to my last point. Don't overlook those first edges. The purple line is where all the fish were that day, and the green line is where everybody was fishing. I was running the boat out, and it was a subtle break, maybe 1 or 2 degrees, but it was definitely noticeably bluer. And that's what made me stop.
Hey, covered up. 2, hopefully go 2 for 3 here. Luke's doing surgery on the elephant. Open that box up real quick. Already we're working with tons of fish. We may have to fill the other one up soon. But we are limited out on tuna. Josh is catching them for fun now. Luke, what are you doing?
Washing some tuna blood off the deck.
Josh, what are you doing?
Put the sash out.
Good for goose hunt. Well, limited out. Ton of mahi, ton of tuna. That box of fish. Luke icing them down.
And
I promise you guys I'd tell you what I found in common with all these early season bluefin SSTs. The main thing is the water came from the northeast or the east, not the south. Successful trips were more so blue than green. And the water, when the eddy pushed up into the shelf, every single one of them started at over 60 degrees. We did end up catching some fish in some water under 60 degrees down to 54 degrees. But every eddy that we had, the bluefins, the water started out at or near above at or above 60 degrees. Those are the things that I found that each trip had in common. So 1, blue water, 2, over 60 degrees, and water coming from the northeast. So those are the three things. Hope you guys learned something in this video. If you guys want to see more of this type of content, please message me or drop a comment. Let me know what you guys thought. I really love the feedback either way. So like I said, thank you guys so much for your support thus far. Like, subscribe, comment, please. And stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff planned. Nothing's changed. I'll see you guys next week.